Hello, Gnome Team students and parents. It's Mr. H here with another social studies update for this, the 8th day of December, the day after the day that will live in infamy. See if you know what's going on in World War II. So anyway, a couple of things we need to talk about this week and then a little bit about next week so that we can be finished. So first things first. Today we worked on the fall of Rome a little bit. Students did this brain pop activity on the fall of Rome. Some students finished, turned it in before they left. Other students are taking it home for homework and will bring it back tomorrow. This will be the second to last grade for the second quarter. Also, this Wednesday, day after tomorrow, we will be doing our Roman test. So they should have this review sheet. They have had it now for 2 weeks, or a week, I'm sorry. This is the second week they've had it. They should fill it in. If they need to come in at Spartan time and ask me questions about things they don't understand on it, that would be great. I'm happy to talk to them about it. But the test is on Wednesday, so they need to be thinking about preparing for that at home and at Spartan time in the next day. Now, on Friday, we will have students turning in an assignment that will look something like this one. This is an example that I did. This is our Roman city project, which we have been working on in class. We've taken all the notes we need for designing and kind of drawing a Roman city. Now students are starting to work on it. They worked on it in class. They'll get some time tomorrow in class. After the test, they'll be able to work on it. Possibly sometime on Thursday, maybe not. They can work on it at Spartan time. They're welcome to bring it home if they want, but it should be due on Friday. This will probably not be graded before the end of the quarter because grades are due on Friday. So the two grades that we will have for the second quarter are this brain pop sheet and then the test, which I will work very hard to get graded by Friday so that can be on the second quarter. This will be most likely our first grade for the third quarter. Now, Thursday is also going to be kind of a strange day because we are going to participate in the the National Geographic GeoBee, or Geographic Bee. It's kind of like a spelling bee, but with geography phrases. It's for everyone to participate in middle school, and we'll do it here on team on Thursday, and then the 4 winners, each class will have a winner. We'll come back on Friday at lunchtime, and we'll break it down to see who the #1 Gnomes team winner is. And that person will have to come back on the 9th day of January, unfortunately, while we're tracked out. But that's when the school finals will be. So it's kind of a big deal, and that will be where they go up against the 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", 7'1", 7'2", 7'3", everybody, even 8th graders. But I always tell my 6th graders, don't worry. Some of you know 8th graders. You'll be fine. So that is the GeoBee, which is on the 11th. On Friday the 12th, we'll start talking about the Byzantine Empire. The fall of Rome leads very nicely into the beginning of the Byzantine. And we'll spend the 12th, and then the days that we have next week, we'll do some more with the Byzantine Empire. So that'll be Monday and Wednesday and Thursday. A week from tomorrow, Tuesday the 16th, is our field trip, so we won't have any social studies that day. So, last thing I'd like to talk to you about, if you are interested in an interim report. I didn't print interim reports this time around because we're kind of in that weird gray area where interim reports aren't necessarily needed for most parents because they can get on the Power Teacher and they can see what their students' grades are up to date at every single day. And so we tend not to print them because it ends up being a lot of copies for things that you already know. But if for some reason you're not on Power Schools and you don't know students' grades right now, you are welcome to email me, and I will happily print you one if you would like. And if not, you should have some ability with your students' help to get you into that Power Schools. And if not, you can talk to the main office and they can get you in. I don't really have the power to get you into Power Schools, but your grades are there if you want them. And if you want me to print you an interim report, I certainly would be happy to do that. Just send me a quick email and I'll do that. Other than that, hopefully you had a good weekend. Hopefully everything's going well. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.